In the last episode, Alex and his team on Elysium were reeling from the aftermath of Archon's brutal counterattacks and the weight of their own losses. A cryptic message from Aethereia's resistance revealed that Archon's environmental manipulations had triggered a catastrophic tipping point, threatening to destroy Aethereia's fragile ecosystem within weeks. This dire warning ignited Alex's determination to spearhead a daring mission to prevent ecological disaster and dismantle Archon's grip on Aethereia. I stood on the edge of our makeshift camp, gazing out at the desolate expanse of Elysium's barren landscape. The flickering light of our campfires danced across the faces of my team, their weary eyes a testament to the trials we'd endured. The message from Aethereia's resistance still echoed in my mind, a stark reminder of the catastrophe that loomed over the planet. Our navigator, Elysium, approached me, her expression grim. "Alex, we have a problem. Our scans indicate that Thrakos forces are closing in on our position. We need to move, and fast." I nodded, my mind racing with the weight of our mission. "We can't stay here. Gather our gear, we leave immediately." As we set out across the unforgiving terrain, the silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the soft crunch of gravel beneath our boots. I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being herded towards some unknown fate. It was then that I saw her, a figure emerging from the dusty horizon, her features obscured by a tattered hood. "Wait," I called out to my team, hand on the grip of my rifle. The figure drew closer, her eyes locked on mine with an unnerving intensity. "You're Alex," she said, her voice low and husky. "I've been sent to guide you to Aethereia's resistance. They possess knowledge of the planet's hidden energy signature and the ancient artifacts tied to Lyra's biotechnology." I hesitated, unsure if I could trust this mysterious stranger, but something in her gaze put me at ease. "Let's do this," I said to my team, shouldering my pack. As we traversed the treacherous landscape, avoiding Thrakos patrols and hostile creatures, I couldn't help but wonder what lay ahead. What secrets would Aethereia's rebels reveal? And what lay at the heart of Lyra's biotech? The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, and I sensed that we were being drawn into a realm where the very fabric of reality was about to unravel. Suddenly, the stranger stopped, her eyes snapping toward a nearby ridge. "We're not alone," she whispered. My heart racing, I followed her gaze, and that's when I saw it, a Thrakos patrol descending upon us like a deadly storm. "Take cover," I yelled, instinct taking over. The ground erupted into chaos as our firearms clashed with the enemy's. I sprinted toward a nearby boulder, bullets whizzing past my head. In the heat of the firefight, I caught a glimpse of the stranger taking down multiple hostiles with eerie precision. Who was this enigmatic guide, and what drove her to aid us? We managed to fend off the patrol, but not without sustaining casualties. As we regrouped, I turned to my team, a sense of grim resolve settling over me. "We press on. Aethereia's resistance is our only hope." The mysterious guide nodded in agreement, her expression set in a determined line. "The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance. We'll get you to the rebels, no matter the cost." As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the landscape in a bloody orange glow, I knew that our journey was only just beginning. The road ahead would be treacherous, but with every step, I felt my resolve hardening, resolve to save Aethereia, to honor my fallen allies, and to unlock the secrets of Lyra's biotech. The stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, and I felt an electric sense of anticipation building within me. We were on the cusp of something much larger than ourselves, something that would change the course of history. And then, just as we crested a ridge, the unthinkable happened. A colossal energy signature erupted on the horizon, bathing the landscape in an eerie blue light. "Aethereia's energy signature," I breathed, awestruck. The mysterious guide's eyes locked onto mine, a fierce glint burning within them. "The device," she whispered, "it's real, and it's within our grasp." The world seemed to hold its breath as we beheld the shimmering energy field, pulsing with an ancient power that seemed to call to me and to my team like a beacon in the darkness. The journey was far from over. The real test was only just beginning previously. Alex and his team on Elysium received a cryptic message from Aethereia's resistance, revealing that Archon's environmental manipulations had triggered a catastrophic tipping point, threatening to destroy Aethereia's fragile ecosystem within weeks. As they set out to join forces with the resistance, they encountered a mysterious guide who led them into a treacherous landscape, where they faced off against Thrakos forces and eventually discovered the ancient energy signature tied to Lyra's biotechnology. As we stood at the edge of the shimmering energy field, I felt an otherworldly connection to the device, as if it was calling to me, drawing me into a realm beyond human comprehension. The air seemed to vibrate with an electric anticipation, and I knew that the fate of Aethereia hung in the balance. With a deep breath, I reached out, my hand hovering above the pulsing energy. The mysterious guide placed a firm hand on my shoulder, her eyes burning with an unspoken warning. "Are you prepared for what lies ahead, Alex?" she asked, her voice low and husky. I nodded, my resolve hardening. I was ready to unlock the secrets of Lyra's biotech, no matter the cost. The guide nodded, a hint of a smile on her lips. "Then let us begin." With that, she led us into the heart of the energy field, and we embarked on a journey that would change the course of history. The device's power coursed through me, and I felt my latent potential stirring, like a storm waiting to be unleashed. As we delved deeper into the energy field, we encountered ancient artifacts and relics tied to Lyra's biotechnology. The guide revealed that these relics held the key to mastering the device's power and harnessing its energy to save Aethereia. But we weren't alone. Thrakos forces, led by the ruthless Archon, were closing in on our position, determined to claim the device for themselves. We fought our way through the enemy ranks, the mysterious guide proving to be a formidable ally in combat. But with every step, I felt the stakes escalating, the weight of the device's power growing heavier on my shoulders. As we neared the heart of the energy field, I confronted the harsh reality of wielding a planet-scale device. The ethics of its use plagued me, and I knew that the consequences of my actions would be far-reaching. In a moment of respite, I turned to my team, my voice laced with determination. "We can't let Archon claim this device. We have to be the ones to unlock its secrets and harness its power to save Aethereia." My team nodded in unison, their faces set with resolve. We knew that the road ahead would be fraught with danger, but we were ready to face it head-on. With a deep breath, I turned back to the energy field, my heart pounding in anticipation. The fate of Aethereia hung in the balance, and I was ready to take the first step into the unknown. As we ventured deeper, the energy field began to swirl around us, its power coursing through my veins like liquid fire. I felt the device's energy resonating with my own, and I knew that I was on the cusp of unlocking its secrets. But little did I know, a new danger lurked on the horizon, one that would test my leadership, my resolve, and the very fabric of our unity. The journey was far from over, and the real test was only just beginning previously. Alex and his team received a dire warning from Aethereia's resistance that Archon's environmental manipulations had triggered a catastrophic tipping point, threatening to destroy the planet's ecosystem within weeks. As they navigated treacherous landscapes to join forces with the resistance, they discovered an ancient energy signature tied to Lyra's biotechnology, and Alex began to unlock the secrets of the device, feeling its power coursing through him. As I stood at the heart of the energy field, the device's power raging like a tempest within me, I felt an ominous presence closing in. The air seemed to thicken with an unseen menace, and I knew that our window of opportunity was rapidly shrinking. Suddenly, the mysterious guide's eyes flashed with a warning, and she whispered a single chilling word, "Nix." With that, the energy field began to distort as if reality itself was unraveling. A dark, formless entity materialized before us, its presence suffocating the air from our lungs. The guide raised her hands, and a blast of energy repelled the entity, buying us a fleeting reprieve. "What is Nix?" I demanded, my voice barely above a whisper. A creature born from the fabric of Aethereia itself, the guide replied, her eyes scanning the horizon. A manifestation of the planet's dying ecosystem. Archon's manipulations have awakened it, and now it seeks to claim the device's power for itself. As she spoke, Nyx began to take form, its twisted, nightmarish body coalescing from the shadows. The team readied themselves for battle, but I knew that we couldn't defeat this creature through brute force alone. I had to harness the device's power, to wield its energy and bend Nyx to our will. With a deep breath, I focused on the device's energy signature, feeling its power coursing through me like a river of fire. The air around us began to distort as if reality itself was bending to my will. Nyx, I called out, my voice echoing across the energy field. I will not let you claim this power. It belongs to the people of Aethereia, and I will be their champion. The entity let out a deafening roar, its form blurring as it charged towards us. I raised my hands, and a wave of energy surged forth, meeting Nyx head-on. The battle had begun, and the fate of Aethereia hung in the balance previously. Alex and his team joined forces with Aethereia's resistance to prevent ecological disaster, discovering an ancient energy signature tied to Lyra's biotechnology. As they navigated treacherous landscapes, Alex began to unlock the secrets of the device, feeling its power coursing through him, only to be confronted by a manifestation of the planet's dying ecosystem, Nyx. As the energy wave clashed with Nyx, the air was filled with an ear-splitting cacophony, the ground trembling beneath our feet. The team held their ground, firing everything they had at the creature, but Nyx seemed to absorb the attacks, its power growing with each passing moment. I knew I had to push the device's energy to its limits if we were to stand a chance. With a surge of adrenaline, I channeled the device's power, feeling my connection to Aethereia's ecosystem deepening. The energy field around us began to fluctuate wildly, and I sensed the planet's ancient magic coursing through me. I reached out with my mind, calling upon the hidden artifacts and relics scattered across Aethereia, begging them to lend me their power. The response was almost instantaneous. A blast of energy erupted from the ancient ruins surrounding us, arcing towards Nyx and striking it with incredible force. The creature stumbled, its form wavering as the attack ripped into its twisted body. Seizing the opportunity, I charged forward, the device's energy coursing through me like liquid fire. Nyx let out a deafening roar, its eyes blazing with fury as it swung a malformed claw at me. I raised my hands, and a shimmering barrier of energy deflected the attack, sending Nyx stumbling backward. The team took advantage of the opening, launching a series of precision strikes that sent Nyx careening across the energy field. I pursued the creature, channeling the device's power to maintain the upper hand. As we clashed, I felt the planet's ecosystem responding to my presence, its ancient magic infusing me with strength and purpose. But Nyx was far from defeated. With a sudden burst of speed, it retaliated, sending me flying across the energy field. As I struggled to regain my footing, Nyx began to transform, its body contorting into a twisted, nightmarish form that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The team rallied around me, their combined firepower insufficient to halt Nyx's transformation. I knew then that I had to confront the true source of Nyx's power, the planet's dying ecosystem. I closed my eyes, focusing on the device's energy signature, and reached out to Aethereia's wounded soul. In that moment, I understood the true extent of Lyra's biotechnology. The device wasn't a tool for conquest or domination. It was a key to unlocking Aethereia's hidden potential, a means to restore balance to the planet's fragile ecosystem. With this revelation, I knew what I had to do. Nyx, I called out, my voice carrying across the energy field. I will not destroy you. I will heal the wound that birthed you and restore balance to Aethereia's ecosystem. The creature's twisted form hesitated, its eyes flashing with a glimmer of recognition. And in that moment, I knew that I had taken the first step towards redeeming this broken world previously. Alex and his team had unleashed the ancient energy signature tied to Lyra's biotechnology, battling the manifestation of Aethereia's dying ecosystem, Nyx. As Alex harnessed the device's power, he discovered its true purpose: to restore balance to the planet's fragile ecosystem. The air was heavy with anticipation as Nyx's twisted form hovered before me, its eyes fixed on mine. I could sense the weight of Aethereia's ecosystem, the delicate balance of life and death that I was about to restore. With a deep breath, I reached out with my mind, calling upon the planet's ancient magic to guide me. A warm, golden light erupted from the device, bathing Nyx in its radiance. The creature's twisted form began to unravel, its dark, nightmarish energy dissipating as the planet's natural harmony was restored. The team watched in awe as Nyx transformed back into the gentle, ethereal being it once was, its form shimmering with an otherworldly glow. As the last remnants of darkness dissipated, the energy field surrounding us began to fade, revealing a breathtaking vista of Aethereia's revitalized landscape. The once barren wasteland was now teeming with life, vibrant flora and fauna bursting forth from the earth like a tapestry of color and wonder. The team cheered, their voices filled with hope and joy as the weight of their mission finally began to lift. But our celebration was short-lived. A high-pitched whine pierced the air, followed by the ominous hum of Archon's forces mobilizing in the distance. The rebels, who had been watching from the sidelines, rushed forward, their leader, Kale, grasping my arm with urgency. "Alex, we have to move now," he warned. "Archon's forces are regrouping, and they won't stop until they've crushed our spirits and reclaimed this planet. We have to get you and the device to safety and fast." I nodded, my mind racing with the implications. We had taken a crucial step towards restoring Aethereia's ecosystem, but the war was far from over. With the device's power coursing through me, I knew that I had to push forward, to use its energy to galvanize the rebels and forge a new path towards freedom. As we fled the newly restored landscape, I caught a glance of Nyx, now a shimmering, benevolent presence watching over us from the heart of Aethereia. I knew that our journey was just beginning, that the true test of our resolve was yet to come. But with the device's power and the rebels by my side, I felt a sense of purpose that I had never known before. We would face the coming battle together, as one, and we would emerge victorious. For Aethereia, for the rebels, and for the future, we would fight to reclaim this planet and unlock its true potential. Previously, Alex had successfully harnessed the ancient energy signature tied to Lyra's biotechnology, restoring balance to Aethereia's fragile ecosystem and reviving the planet's natural harmony. However, their celebration was cut short as Archon's forces mobilized, forcing Alex and the rebels to flee and regroup. As we escaped the restored landscape, the hum of Archon's forces grew louder, echoing through the valleys and canyons like a relentless drumbeat. I gazed out at the breathtaking vista, the vibrant flora and fauna a stark contrast to the desolate wasteland we had first encountered. But amidst the beauty, I sensed a lingering unease, a feeling that our triumph was short-lived. "Kale, where are we headed?" I asked, my voice low and urgent as we navigated the treacherous terrain. "We have a secure location not far from here," the rebel leader replied, his eyes fixed on the horizon. "It's an ancient temple, hidden deep within Aethereia's underworld. We can regroup and plan our next move there." I nodded, my mind racing with the implications of our narrow escape. We had taken a crucial step towards reclaiming Aethereia, but the war was far from over. I knew that I had to push forward, to use the device's power to galvanize the rebels and forge a new path towards freedom. As we approached the temple, a sense of foreboding settled over me. The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, and I could feel the weight of ancient secrets waiting to be unearthed. We entered the temple, the rebels fanning out to secure the perimeter as I made my way deeper into the complex. The walls were adorned with ancient carvings, depicting a history that spanned centuries. I touched the intricate patterns, feeling the pulse of Aethereia's energy coursing through me. It was here in this sacred place that I would unlock the secrets of Lyra's biotechnology and master the device's true potential. But as I delved deeper into the temple, I began to sense that we were not alone. A presence lurked in the shadows, watching us with cold calculation. I knew that we had to be careful, that our every move would be scrutinized and countered by Archon's forces. Suddenly, the air was filled with the sound of dripping water, echoing through the temple's chambers like a slow, ominous drumbeat. I felt a shiver run down my spine as a figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes fixed on mine with an unblinking gaze. "Welcome, Alex," the figure said, its voice low and menacing. "I've been waiting for you. My name is Erebus, and am the one who's been guiding Archon's forces from the shadows." My heart raced as Erebus stepped forward, its presence filling the room with an aura of malevolent power. I knew that we were in grave danger, that this enigmatic figure held the key to unlocking Archon's true intentions. But I also knew that I had to confront it, to use the device's power to uncover the secrets that Erebus kept hidden. "You're the one who's been manipulating Archon from behind the scenes," I accused, my voice firm and resolute. Erebus smiled, its eyes glinting with amusement. "Manipulating? No, Alex. I'm the one who's been guiding Archon towards its true purpose. And you, Alex, are the key to unlocking that purpose." I felt a surge of anger and determination, knowing that I had to stop Erebus and Archon at all costs. But as I faced this enigmatic figure, I knew that the stakes had just been raised, and that our journey was about to take a dark and treacherous turn. Previously, Alex had restored balance to Aethereia's ecosystem, but Archon's forces mobilized, forcing Alex and the rebels to flee and regroup. As they escaped, Alex sensed a lingering unease, knowing their triumph was short-lived. Now, in the ancient temple, Alex confronts Erebus, the mysterious figure guiding Archon's forces from the shadows. "You're the key to unlocking Archon's true purpose," Erebus repeats, its eyes fixed on mine with an unnerving intensity. I feel a shiver run down my spine as I raise the device, its power coursing through me like a river of fire. "I'll never let that happen," I assert, my voice firm and resolute. "What is Archon's true purpose?" Erebus chuckles, the sound sending a chill down my spine. "You'll find out soon enough. But for now, let's focus on the present. You see, Alex, I've been studying you. I know your strengths, your weaknesses, and I know exactly how to use you to further Archon's agenda." I take a step forward, the device pulsing with energy. "You're mistaken if you think I'll let you use me. I'll stop you, no matter what it takes." Erebus raises its hands and the air around us begins to distort. The temple's walls start to shimmer, revealing hidden symbols and ancient runes. "You're no match for me, Alex. I've mastered the ancient arts, harnessed the power of Aethereia's underworld. You're just a novice, playing with fire you don't understand." The room begins to spin, the symbols on the walls pulsing with an otherworldly energy. I feel the device's power surging through me, calling to me like a siren's song. I take a deep breath, focusing on the energy coursing through my veins. Suddenly, the temple's walls erupt in a blaze of light, and am catapulted into a realm beyond reality. I find myself standing on a precipice, staring out into an endless expanse of swirling colors and pulsing energies. Erebus stands beside me, its presence like a dark stain on the fabric of reality. "Welcome to the abyssal realm," Erebus says, its voice like a gentle breeze on a summer's day. "Here, the boundaries between reality and madness are thin. And here, I'll show you the true extent of Archon's power." I feel the device's power coursing through me, urging me to take action. I glance at Erebus, its eyes fixed on mine with an unnerving intensity. I know that I must confront it, to use the device's power to unlock the secrets of the abyssal realm. But as I gaze out into the swirling colors, I sense that I'm walking into a trap, one that could cost me everything. Previously, Alex confronted Erebus in the ancient temple, only to be catapulted into the abyssal realm, a realm beyond reality where the boundaries between reality and madness are thin. With Erebus by his side, Alex must now navigate this mystical realm to unlock the secrets of Archon's true purpose. As I stand at the edge of the abyssal realm, the swirling colors and pulsing energies hypnotize me, drawing me in with an otherworldly allure. Erebus' presence beside me is like a dark anchor, keeping me grounded in this surreal landscape. I can feel the device's power coursing through me, urging me to take action, to explore the depths of this mystical realm. You see, Alex, the abyssal realm is a nexus of ancient energies. Erebus says, its voice like a gentle whisper in my ear. Here, the fabric of reality is fragile and the secrets of Aethereia's past await discovery. Follow me, and I'll show you the true extent of Archon's power. I hesitate, sensing that I'm walking into a trap, but my desire to uncover the truth drives me forward. I take a step forward, and the abyssal realm seems to shift around me, the colors and energies swirling in response. Erebus leads me through the realm, and we navigate labyrinthine paths, avoiding tendrils of dark energy that seem to reach out to snatch us. As we journey deeper, I begin to notice strange visions, echoes of Aethereia's past that whisper secrets in my ear. I see glimpses of an ancient civilization, one that wielded the power of the planet's energy signature to build a utopia. But I also see the downfall of this civilization, the rise of Archon and the manipulation of Aethereia's ecosystem to serve its own agenda. The visions intensify, and I feel the device's power surging through me, calling to me like a siren's song. I begin to grasp the true extent of Archon's power, the scope of its manipulation, and the horrific consequences of its actions. My determination to stop Archon grows, and I know that I must use the device's power to confront it. Erebus leads me to a grand, crystal temple at the heart of the abyssal realm. The temple pulsates with an otherworldly energy, and I sense that this is the source of Archon's power. Erebus steps aside, its eyes fixed on mine with an unnerving intensity. This is the heart of Aethereia, Erebus says, its voice dripping with reverence. Here, the secrets of the planet's energy signature await. You can unlock its power, Alex, but be warned, the cost will be steep. I take a deep breath, the device's power coursing through me like a river of fire. I know that I'm walking into a trap, but I also know that I have no choice. I must unlock the secrets of the heart of Aethereia, no matter the cost. With a resolute determination, I raise the device, and the temple begins to shimmer. The abyssal realm seems to hold its breath, and I sense that I'm on the cusp of a revelation that will change the course of Aethereia's history. Previously, Alex was catapulted into the abyssal realm, a mystical realm beyond reality, where he navigated its labyrinthine paths and uncovered visions of Aethereia's past, revealing the true extent of Archon's power and manipulation. With Erebus' guidance, Alex reached the heart of Aethereia, a crystal temple pulsing with otherworldly energy, where he prepared to unlock its secrets. As I raise the device, the heart of Aethereia begins to glow with an intense, blinding light. The abyssal realm trembles around me, and I feel the device's power surging through me like a raging storm. Erebus' eyes gleam with an unnatural intensity, as if it's savoring the moment. The light envelops me, and I'm bombarded by visions of Aethereia's ancient past. I see the planet's energy signature, a vibrant, swirling vortex that resonates with the device's power. I see the secrets of Lyra's biotechnology, the key to harnessing the planet's energy and unlocking its true potential. And I see the horrific truth about Archon's manipulation, the devastating consequences of its actions, and the catastrophic future that awaits Aethereia if it's not stopped. The visions fade, and I'm left standing in stunned silence. The heart of Aethereia pulses with a newfound energy, and I sense that I've unlocked a fraction of its secrets. Erebus approaches me, its eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. You now hold the key to Aethereia's salvation, Erebus says, its voice dripping with reverence. But be warned, Alex, the power of the heart of Aethereia comes at a terrible cost. You must be prepared to pay the price, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the planet and its people. I take a deep breath, the weight of my newfound responsibility settling upon me like a crushing weight. I know that I've crossed a threshold, that I've entered a realm where the stakes are higher and the consequences are more dire. But I also know that I have no choice, that I must push forward no matter the cost. Erebus hands me a small, intricately carved stone. This is a fragment of the heart of Aethereia, it says. It will guide you on your journey, but it will also exact a terrible price. Use it wisely, Alex. I take the stone, its power coursing through me like a river of fire. I sense that I'm about to embark on a perilous journey, one that will test my resolve, my courage, and my determination. But I'm ready, for I know that I'm the only one who can save Aethereia from the brink of disaster. As I stand at the edge of the abyssal realm, the stone's power coursing through me, I know that I must return to Elysium, to rally my team and forge a new path forward. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I'm the only one who can tip the scales. I take a deep breath, the weight of my responsibility settling upon me like a crushing weight. I know that I'm walking into a maelstrom of danger, of uncertainty, and of sacrifice. But I also know that I'm ready, for I've become something more, something greater. I'm the key to Aethereia's salvation, and I'll stop at nothing to save it. Previously, Alex unlocked the secrets of the heart of Aethereia, gaining the power to harness the planet's energy and learning the devastating truth about Archon's manipulation. With the device's power surging through him, Alex was warned by Erebus that wielding its power would come at a terrible cost. As I emerge from the abyssal realm, I'm met with an eerie silence. The device's power still courses through me, and I can sense its presence, like a constant hum in the background of my mind. I take a deep breath, feeling a newfound sense of purpose, of determination. I know that I'm the only one who can save Aethereia, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But as I materialize back on Elysium, I'm greeted by the somber faces of my teammates. They are gathered around a makeshift medical bay, tending to the wounded and grieving for the fallen. The weight of our losses hangs heavy in the air, a palpable reminder of the sacrifices we've made. Alex, my whispers, rushing to my side. You're back. We thought we'd lost you. I nod, still reeling from the revelations in the abyssal realm. I'm back, I say, my voice firm. And I've got a plan. I gather my team around me, my eyes locking onto each of their determined faces. We've got a chance to stop Archon, I say, my voice growing louder, to save Aethereia from destruction. But it won't be easy. We'll have to face our fears, our doubts, and our weaknesses. We'll have to push ourselves to the limit, to find a way to harness the planet's energy and defeat Archon once and for all. My team nods, their faces set with determination. We know what's at stake. We know that we're the only ones who can stop Archon, who can save Aethereia. With renewed purpose, we set to work, poring over maps and schematics, strategizing and planning our next move. We know that time is running out, that Archon's grip on Aethereia is tightening by the minute. But we're not going to give up. We're going to fight with every ounce of strength we have. As we prepare to face the unknown, I glance down at the stone fragment in my hand, feeling its power coursing through me. I know that I'm the key to Aethereia's salvation, and I'll stop at nothing to save it. But little do I know, our greatest challenge is yet to come. Archon's forces are closing in, and our only hope lies in forging an unlikely alliance with Aethereia's rebels, who possess the knowledge and power to aid us in our quest. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I'm about to embark on a perilous journey that will test my resolve, my courage, and my determination. Previously, Alex unlocked the secrets of the heart of Aethereia, gaining the power to harness the planet's energy and learning the devastating truth about Archon's manipulation. With the device's power surging through him, Alex was warned by Erebus that wielding its power would come at a terrible cost. As I stand in the midst of my makeshift command center, surrounded by my team's determined faces, I feel the weight of responsibility settling in. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I'm the only one who can tip the scales. I glance down at the stone fragment in my hand, feeling its power coursing through me, a constant reminder of the burden I carry. Suddenly, a holographic display flickers to life in front of me, casting an eerie glow over the room. A cryptic message from Aethereia's resistance appears, the words scrolling across the screen with an urgency that sets my heart racing. Alex, this is Lyra's rebel leader, Kale. We've intercepted Archon's internal transmissions. Their environmental manipulations have triggered a catastrophic tipping point. Aethereia's ecosystem is on the brink of collapse. We have mere weeks to act. Meet us at the abandoned Oracle's spire in the Crystal Caves. We possess knowledge of the planet's hidden energy signature and ancient artifacts tied to Lyra's biotechnology. Together, we can prevent ecological disaster and dismantle Archon's grip on Aethereia. But we must move quickly. Time is running out. The room falls silent, the gravity of the message sinking in. My team's eyes lock onto mine, their determination and trust in me palpable. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for the challenges ahead. We move out in an hour, I say, my voice firm. Gear up, team. We've got a planet to save. With that, our mission begins. We set off into the unknown, navigating treacherous landscapes and avoiding Thrakos' relentless pursuit. As we journey deeper into Aethereia's heart, we're met with unexpected allies and formidable foes. The stakes escalate with every step, pushing us to our limits and beyond. Our first challenge lies in reaching the Oracle's spire, an ancient structure hidden within the labyrinthine crystal caves. As we venture into the caves, the air thickens with the whispers of the ancients, the walls resonating with an otherworldly energy. Our senses are on high alert, every step echoing through the caverns like a warning. Suddenly, a group of rebels emerges from the shadows, their leader, Kale, a statuesque figure with an unyielding determination in his eyes. Alex, I'm glad you received our message, Kale says, his voice low and urgent. We have little time to waste. Lyra's biotechnology holds the key to harnessing Aethereia's energy, but we need your help to unlock its secrets. I nod, my heart racing with anticipation. Let's get to work. We've got a planet to save. As we begin our perilous journey, I realize that the true battle lies not with Archon's forces, but with the demons that haunt my own psyche. The power of the heart of Aethereia courses through me, a constant reminder of the burden I carry. I must confront the fears that have held me back, the doubts that have plagued me, and the weaknesses that have defined me. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I'm the only one who can tip the scales. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for the challenges ahead. I'm not just fighting for Aethereia, I'm fighting for redemption, for a chance to make amends for past mistakes. With every step, I feel the weight of responsibility growing, the power of the heart of Aethereia coursing through me like a river of fire. I'm the key to Aethereia's salvation, and I'll stop at nothing to unlock its secrets, to harness its power, and to shatter Archon's stronghold. The journey ahead will be fraught with danger, but I'm ready. I'm Alex, the visionary leader who will forge a new path forward, who will kindle a hopeful future for Aethereia and its people. The time for hesitation is over. The time for courage is now. Previously, Alex unlocked the secrets of the heart of Aethereia, gaining the power to harness the planet's energy and learning the devastating truth about Archon's manipulation. With the device's power surging through him, Alex was warned by Erebus that wielding its power would come at a terrible cost. As I stand at the threshold of the Oracle's spire, surrounded by the remnants of Aethereia's resistance, I feel the weight of fate bearing down upon me. The cryptic message from Kale still echoes in my mind, a constant reminder of the catastrophic tipping point that looms over the planet. I glance down at the stone fragment in my hand, its power coursing through me like a river of fire. With Kale's guidance, we begin our quest to unlock the secrets of Lyra's biotechnology. The ancient artifacts hidden within the Oracle's spire hold the key to harnessing Aethereia's energy, and I'm determined to master its secrets. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the planet, I realize that the true battle lies not with Archon's forces, but with the doubts that have plagued me, the fears that have held me back, and the weaknesses that have defined me. Our journey takes us through treacherous landscapes and ancient ruins, as we navigate deadly traps and avoid Thrakos' relentless pursuit. With each challenge, I feel my determination growing, my will to save Aethereia strengthening. I am no longer the same person who stumbled upon the ancient device. I am a visionary leader, forging a new path forward. As we approach the heart of the planet, the power of the heart of Aethereia surges through me, a constant reminder of the burden I carry. I am the key to Aethereia's salvation, and I'll stop at nothing to unlock its secrets, to harness its power, and to shatter Archon's stronghold. In the depths of Aethereia's underworld, we face off against Archon's forces in a series of intense battles. The stakes escalate with every step, pushing me to my limits and beyond. But I refuse to yield, driven by my determination to save the planet and its people. As the final battle approaches, I stand tall, the power of the heart of Aethereia coursing through me like a raging storm. I am the master of my own destiny, the leader of a rebellion that will change the course of history. I will not be swayed by the doubts that have plagued me, nor will I be held back by the fears that have haunted me. With a deep breath, I summon the power of the device, channeling its energy into a blast of pure force. The ground shudders beneath my feet as I unleash the fury of Aethereia upon Archon's stronghold. The walls of the fortress come crashing down, its towers crumbling beneath the weight of the planet's wrath. In the aftermath of the battle, I stand victorious, the power of the heart of Aethereia still coursing through me. I glance down at the stone fragment in my hand, its power now a symbol of my triumph. I am Alex, the visionary leader who has forged a new path forward, who has kindled a hopeful future for Aethereia and its people. As I look out upon the ruins of Archon's stronghold, I know that my journey is far from over. The planet still bears the scars of Archon's manipulation, and it will take time to heal the wounds of the past. But I am ready, armed with the power of the heart of Aethereia and the determination to rebuild and protect this planet and its people. In the distance, I see the faint glimmer of a new dawn, a beacon of hope that shines brightly upon the horizon. I take a deep breath, feeling the weight of responsibility settling upon me once more. I am Alex, the leader who will guide Aethereia into a brighter future, who will forge a new path forward, and who will kindle a hopeful destiny for generations to come. Epilogue. As I stand upon the ruins of Archon's stronghold, surrounded by the remnants of Aethereia's resistance, I glance up at the stars, my heart filled with a sense of wonder and awe. The universe stretches out before me like an endless canvas, waiting to be explored, waiting to be discovered. I feel the power of the heart of Aethereia coursing through me, a constant reminder of the burden I carry and the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. I am Alex, the visionary leader who has forged a new path forward, who has kindled a hopeful future for Aethereia and its people. And as I look out upon the stars, I know that my journey is only just beginning. The horizon beckons, and I am ready to answer its call.